Where's your hat? Amy says.
Oh, shit. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Cleveland Browns Fancast. Enjoy the music while we get started here. And I'm going to put on my hat.
Oh, your condom.
Do-rag.
Wow.
Oh.
You look like a sausage now.
There we go. There we go. Welcome to a Cleveland Browns Fancast. This is our 10th one, guys. Did you know that?
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. We
10
got
Fancast, 9 viewers.
Got our Fancast started. What's up, everybody? I'm Kaiser Soze. With me tonight, we have Jim Klingenberg, who didn't change his name. Must not be feeling creative. And we have Kaiser Kessler Hogan, who gives a shit. How's it going tonight, guys?
Couldn't be better.
Hey, we're all awake.
Let's check out our agenda for today.
Oh, man, let's jump right in both feet, John.
We got our intros and agenda. We have our wide receiver rant, which we always do. We have our Browns quotes. Today we have a segment, it's the news and notes section, and I have given this a different title. It's called, What the Hell Are We Doing Here? And really all it is just a question for the three of us fans and anyone else who might be listening. Really, what the hell are we doing here?
We really might want to consider changing the name of this Fancast to that.
Right.
Yes. We'll be taking nominations at the end of the season as to what to do. And then we're going to check back in on our You Heard It Here First from our last broadcast.
Oh, boy.
All right, so here we go. Let's roll. We're going to go right into our wide receiver rant. So, and Kaiser Kessler Hogan, if you want to bring up the stats of passing from last week to be able to read off these ridiculous numbers from our wide receivers.
Wow.
And when I mean ridiculous, I mean absolutely impressive numbers for this wide receiving core from the Browns. We have Kenny Britt, Ricardo Lewis, and Casson Williams. Kenny Britt is day-to-day. Hopefully we'll see him in the Chiefs backfield or in the Chiefs sideline sometime soon. Maybe we can get a 5th-round pick or something for him. And then on the other side, we have Rashard Higgins, Sammy Coates, and Bryce Treggs. How did they do last week, Kaiser Kessler Hogan?
I'll tell you what. I don't even think they posted the stats. They were so fucking good.
Come on, stat man.
Yeah,
Tell us.
It's they're not. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're not easy to find. Ask Jim a question.
That's all right. I do know that the leading receiver was, I shouldn't even say that. I think it was Williams.
Kason Williams.
Is that how you say his name?
Is it Kason or Casson? They keep calling him different things.
Darn it.
Who the fuck cares?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. He was 4 for 41. That was it.
He was the leading receiver, I
He
believe.
was the leading receiver with 4 for 41.
4 catches, 41 yards for your leading receivers is terrible.
And he had 6 targets. He had 6 targets. Ricardo Lewis had 3 for 25 on 6.
This has to be an indicator of what the national pundits do when they go and are tasked with talking about these guys.
Right.
Can you only imagine if you had to do this? Like, this was your job?
Like, we wonder why Tony Grossi's so bitter.
Oh, man.
Right. It's broadcast Siberia for these guys to get stuck doing the Browns games every week.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrible. It must be just torturous.
We had a broad in week 1, didn't we? I don't even know who she was.
She did okay. I don't know who that is, though.
I don't remember her at all. So
we also had last week at the last home game, we had that female line judge was out there, I noticed.
Mm.
Good for her.
Yeah, really. I'm glad about that.
I saw her on that goal line stand we didn't have against the Jets.
So, honestly, guys, the only change is that we may have Kenny Britt back this week. That's about it. Does that get you guys going?
No.
Is that exciting you at all?
Well, no. I will say this. he did target 10 different receivers, spreading the ball around. Didn't do him any good, but I mean,
he targeted the other team quite well.
You're 20 for 36 for only 140 yards. 20 for 36 wouldn't look so bad if it was 250 yards.
Oh, that's still not good.
It's not. If it was 250 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, but if you're in the 50%, 54, 55%, that's not good at all.
Oh, it's terrible.
It was bad. It was bad. What what do you guys believe? Do you believe that the play calling was bad? I mean, obviously his play was bad. I blame other than him.
I don't know how bad it looked on TV, but I'll tell you how bad it looked there. He airmailed the ball over half of the receivers' heads half the time. Didn't even have a chance to catch it. He threw the ball so high and so hard, it was like he was just.
It was not the same guy that we saw coming in relief of Kaiser. It was weird.
No, he was totally different. Totally different.
Yeah, he looked nervous. He looked anxious, and he just launched the ball over everybody's head.
Yep.
But the play calling was also bad. I remember a stretch where I think they had 5 or 6 runs in a row for about 35, 40 yards, and they got down inside the Texan 30, maybe even 20, and then Hughes starts passing.
It was. I think it was
like
it was 10-3 at the time or something like that.
Yards. Yeah, just what are you doing?
You ran the ball 5 or 6 times, I think, 4 probably 35 solid yards.
Yeah.
Like he said, to the 20, he airmailed, bad pass over to Seth DeValve, and then the pick 6. So instead of tying the game, you just went down 14. So it was. Why not continue to? You have them on their heels, and you're telling them we're going to run, and they can't stop you.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you keep running, and he didn't.
And he has. I mean, that's what's weird is like he has said they've said they were going to run the ball this year, and he's not done that several times. That Pittsburgh game last year when we came back, they actually used the run and created a tie. I mean, they brought the game back to a tie. But this year, it's like if they get down, he totally abandons it, and he said he abandons it, which is.
And this is the worst part about it. Did you guys realize that Duke Johnson averaged 8 yards a carry?
5 carries for 40 yards.
Yeah. And this is even worse. Hogan averaged 7.2. He went 5 for 36.
Yeah.
So the lanes to run were there.
Of course they were there. The Texans' defensive line is in shambles.
And they were dropping like flies on Sunday too.
Yeah.
And more guys were getting hurt every play, and
we still couldn't do. I'm like, how is this happening with all of those injuries on the other team?
Right. Watch the next team that the Texans play will run about 45 times against them and win. They'll win.
Out now.
Yep.
It's just.
All right. Let's get into some quotes. You guys ready?
Oh, yes. I was going to ask you when these were going to start.
All right. Here we go. First one. To be honest, when you're 0-6, you're just trying to get a win.
Pat Shurmur. Has to be. Has to be. That is a Shurmur quote all day.
Pat Shurmur.
He might have taken it right out of his book, but it is not Pat Shurmur.
What side of the ball, at least?
Defensive side of the ball. And it was when they were asked if he was excited about playing the team that drafted him, or looking forward to the team that drafted him, or something to that effect.
Oh, that's what. There's got to be McCourty then.
Jason McCourty.
He came from Texans drafted.
Jason McCourty. Okay. Yeah, they were asking him about what he felt about that. And he said,
call. Good call.
To be honest, when you're 0-6, you're just trying to get a win. Pat Shurmur-esque. All right, here's a good one. See if you guys know this one. Hogan. Now this is from. I just snuck it in there because this is from last Saturday. Hogan will make it obvious that he should have been playing all along.
Somebody actually said that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hogan will make it obvious that he should have been playing all along. It couldn't have been anybody on the Browns. Jay Gruden.
That was Michael Sickinger. Michael Sickinger from the Facebook group.
No, but Michael Sickinger is going to be invited
Your
Coming
Uncle Tim said that.
No, Uncle Tim
Sturmack.
did not
Sturmack.
say that.
Caller. Somebody you saw at the
That, my
bar.
friends, is former Browns executive Joe Banner.
Oh, God.
Hogan will make it obvious that he should have been playing all along. How'd that go, Joe?
Yeah, who's he working for nowadays?
I have no idea.
Nobody. That's the point.
Twitter, his own Twitter account.
Right.
All right, so this is on. It's on me to make sure that never comes up again. You have to guess the person and the context.
It's on me to make sure that never comes up again.
Mm-hmm. Offensive side of the ball.
It's on me to make sure that never comes up again.
Kaiser.
A subject? A topic?
Now the context.
Oh, he gets a migraine?
No, it's not the migraine.
What, that he fucking rides the pine?
Yep. It's on him to make sure that he never gets benched again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that's what he said.
Hugh said that.
He didn't say being benched. He said it's on. Someone asked him a question about being benched, and he said it's on me to make sure that never comes up again.
Oh, okay. Deshaun
so
himself.
Kaiser said it's on me to make sure that I never get benched again.
Essentially, yes. That was his response when asked about being benched.
No shit.
Right.
All right, this is a good one. Here, this is a twofer. This is a twofer. I think you guys should be able to get this one. I'm not going to say the rest of the season, but he's the guy right now. Also, it's not because of performance.
Oh, it's got to be Hugh.
Oh, that's Hugh.
That sounds like Hugh Spiel talking about it's Kaiser, your
Kaiser
from here on
Hugh
out.
on Kaiser.
So the first part is Hugh on Kaiser. The second part is about why Hogan wasn't in there. It's not because of performance.
Oh, so somebody told Hugh, you better get his ass on the field so we can see if we need to draft a quarterback with the first pick next season.
No. He's saying that the decision was mostly made because of the issue with Hogan's ribs and not because of performance.
Oh, so basically,
and he's not going to say the rest of the season, but he's the guy right now for Kaiser.
Yeah, that's
so
bullshit.
Basically, the only reason that Kaiser started, he leads me to believe that if Hogan was healthy, he'd be starting again. So he either realizes that Kessler is a freaking bag of shit who he doesn't want to put out there, even though he has more experience. So it's not about winning.
Mm-hmm.
Kaiser has to start because Hogan can't start, and it's not about developing the kid or the team.
Oh, true. That could actually make sense. Because why would you only start Hogan one game, no matter how bad he plays?
I didn't even know he got hurt.
No, neither did I.
They had said something that he was like holding his ribs during the game.
Well,
and one of those times where he got sacked, they thought he might have gotten injured. But I don't get it. To me, it seems it's odd. You say it's because of injury and not because of performance. And
well, why
you're
else?
Also saying, it's not going to say the rest of the season, but he's the guy right now. I don't know. But then, you look at the injury report, and he's a full participant in practice, meaning Hogan.
It's not a glaring endorsement for frickin' Kaiser. That's for sure. And Hogan can't play with bruised ribs. Romo played with a broken back wearing a flak jacket, and so did Ty Montgomery last week. He's got freaking bruised ribs and wore a flak jacket, and he's a running back.
Yeah, he's a running back.
So who gets hit more, the running back or the freaking quarterback? If he doesn't do anything stupid.
Right.
Oh, I don't know. Hugh doesn't win the press conference very often.
He doesn't. He's waffling lately and like saying things that
don't make sense.
They don't make sense. They're just cop-outs, and they're just...
You know what? His speeches are starting to remind me of Mike Pettin, who just sounded tired and defeated.
Yeah, I can't blame him, but, I don't know. Hogan's number 3 now, which doesn't make any sense unless he actually was injured in some way.
Yeah, I mean, if he's injured, and will he be active Sunday and just be the emergency backup?
No, they've already already said he's not going to dress.
All right.
We're going with
unless-
Kaiser
if
and
he's-
Kessler.
If he's not hurt, like, what team does that? Starts
Ours.
a guy one week and then he's inactive the next week.
Inactive
Jim,
with
I
an
want you
injury
to-
designation, but a full participant in practice.
I want you to look down onto your left
But it's not because of
lapel
performance.
right there and tell me who does that. That's who does it, right?
Worn with pride.
All right, guys, let's
He's wearing
do...
his Cleveland Browns pajama top.
Yep.
Because this is kind of on where we're at right now with the quarterback stuff. This is the what the hell are we doing here slide.
Hey, Jim, are you coming for a tailgating Sunday? I got to know how many people I'm making ribs for. If the weather's nice, you should at least come tailgate with us.
Yeah, I should. I'd say
He's
the
not.
chances over 50%.
Oh, shit. All right.
I'm serious.
I'll see you next Wednesday night.
I'm actually serious. It's possible. Very possible.
All right, let's move on, John. He's lying.
So in this segment, I basically just have 5 bullet points, and we'll talk through each one for as long as we can. 1, Kaiser starting. What the hell are we doing here?
Should have been started. He should have started last week.
Kessler's the new backup. What the hell are we doing here?
That's stupid.
We don't have a choice, though. I mean, at this point, I don't even know why Kessler's still on the roster. He should have never even made the 53-man roster. They should have just gotten rid of him and picked up anybody else. Anybody else. He can't.
Do you think Hogan is better than Kessler?
Play. I would assume he is.
I hate Kessler. So, yeah.
Why did he even make the team this year? They have no. Last year
because you saw what happened last year. They brought in Charlie Whitehurst. We need him just in case.
I mean, you gave us the bullshit. You got to trust me.
Had to watch Charlie Whitehurst.
I'd rather have Clipboard Jesus on the roster than Kessler. I really would.
Clipboard Jesus took like 3 snaps, and he's like, "Dude, I gotta get the fuck out of here. This is nuts."
They could have picked up anybody in the offseason to have a veteran presence on this roster.
Right, or kept McCown.
They could have kept McCown. You could have picked up frickin' Ryan Fitzpatrick, who came in relief of Jameis Winston and threw for 350 yards Sunday.
Right, not having the veteran on the roster definitely doesn't help Kaiser at all.
Well, no, we have a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah, that's... Gosh. What quarterback has he...
None.
What? Andy Dalton?
None.
Right, 0.
He whispers in their ear, go sit on the bench.
He hasn't whispered to any of our quarterbacks. We've had like 7 since he's been here.
No.
Right, he said he was ride or die with Deshaun Kaiser.
He whispered to Robert Griffin III, who got us a win against the Chargers.
Oh, remember what he said?
Or was that Jamie Meter?
I don't.
RG3 best personal workout
Kessler
he's ever
started
seen.
that game, didn't he?
I don't think so. No, RG3 is.
I'm pretty sure that Kessler was the one that started that Chargers game.
He started and RG3 finished. I don't think so.
I'm going to tell you in about.
I know you are.
The only game they won.
Yeah.
No, because Kessler was 0-8 last year, so it wasn't him.
While you're looking at that, the next bullet point is Britt is closer to being back. He's almost at 100%.
Who gives a shit?
Right. When he was
here.
Why is he still on the team?
Exactly.
He's gonna be a weapon here after the bye week once we gel. Next bullet.
He did say, didn't he say in November and December
they're going to be a scary team.
Yeah, they're going to be scary, all right. No, you're right. As much as I hate to say it,
of course I am.
Whoa, I was right before you.
Robert Griffin III was 17 of 25 and no touchdowns. Cody Kessler 2 of 3 for 11 yards. I don't even know why or when he came in the game.
Any Browns fan, all they have to do is look at our stats for the last decades. 2 decades.
40 games. 60 games.
Oh, what a joke. All right. Next bullet point. I'll look towards Tennessee.
All right. Good team. Up and coming. They've fallen short of expectations a little bit, but
They're 3-3. That's
not terrible. No.
Do we know who their losses are to?
Oh, hasn't Mariota's been hurt, right? A little bit.
Yep, Mariota had
Banged
one
up,
game
so-
off with the hamstring.
Which they lost.
So they're 3-2 with them.
Yes.
And they beat up on the Colts, who beat us. They didn't really beat them up. It was a close game, but they pulled it out at the end.
Right. The Colts are bad.
Who did they lose? They lost to the Raiders.
I was watching the Colts, and I was like seeing Jabal Sheard and Pierre Desir, and there was some other guy, ex-Brown, on there, and I was like, what is going on?
Mingo.
Mingo.
The Titans so far lost to the Raiders. They lost to the Texans a couple weeks ago when they just got slaughtered 57-14. That was Watson's break.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And they lost a squeaker to the Dolphins a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So-
That's a bad loss.
Teams they've beaten, the Colts, who we lost to. The Seahawks, not too shabby there. And the Jags. So
They beat the Jags?
They beat the Jags 37-16. They beat the Seahawks 33-27. And they beat the Colts 36-22, which means they can put 30 points up on anybody.
Yeah. Well, the Colts beat us, and I see us getting crushed by the Jags.
Oh, no doubt.
So this isn't going to go well. It could, but
we don't have any. Nobody
probably
wants to go spouting off any predictions for this Sunday's extravaganza.
we're going to get to the predictions soon enough. But we have one more bullet point, and what the hell are we doing here first? I think you guys are both going to like this. This is according to the Football Power Index. I just wanted you guys to know, in case you were holding on to some hope, there is a 0.0 chance that the Browns will reach the playoffs this year. They are the first team this year to grade out of the playoffs.
They're already mathematically eliminated.
According to Pro Football, according to the Football Power Index, yes.
You know, the worst part about that is that article's 2.5 months old.
Yeah, right. It was published during the preseason.
That's right.
Another milestone. All right.
So
You can't
moving
say that
on.
we don't win awards.
Moving on, you guys, to you heard it here first.
And by the way, John, you want to know what you heard here first? You're running out of games for those 2 victories you need.
I'll be fine. Not even worried about it.
All right.
Got the Bears and Chargers in my sights.
I also made a bet with someone that they would not win 2 games. So we'll see.
I said they will. Well, I didn't say they'll win 2, but I phrased it differently. I said this team won't win more than 1.
Yeah.
So, because I don't even think they're going to do that.
You know that when you feel that it is in your best interest to spend $20 in order to at least have a glimpse of improvement, that you are a passionate fan.
You know, and right now I don't know where you're getting Chargers and Bears as your 2 wins. You must be drunk.
Either that or we're going to beat the Steelers at home. Or beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Well, all right. The way they've been playing so far, they'll probably be fighting for
Maybe
playoffs.
we'll pull out some magic in London.
That's not going to happen.
Okay.
The Bengals.
That could be good.
We couldn't handle them at home. Why not on the road?
So here's you heard it here first, guys. What we're first going to do is we're going to go through last week's predictions and kind of see how those ended up, and then we're going to make this week's You Heard It Here first. Sound easy enough?
Sounds good.
Yeah, I can't wait.
All right, so I'm just going to go through these first, and then we'll kind of evaluate them and see who had their You Heard It Here first correct. So last week's predictions, mine was Peppers will have an interception, and the Browns will lose a close one. Watson 1 and 20's predictions were Watson will pass for 3 TDs, run for 1, and a couple sacks for Garrett. Score will be 31-20. Process My Ass said the Browns win in a shootout, 28-27. And Tim said Bryce Treggs will lead in receiving yards. So I did my fuzzy math, and I gave credit where credit was due, and I crossed out the ones that I thought didn't work, and I came up with that 1 in 20 had the closest prediction.
He sure did.
So other than the couple of sacks for Garrett and the running for 1, everything else is pretty close. Score was close. Watson passed for 3 TDs. We're giving it to you, 1 in 20. You heard it here first.
You know what you get? You get some ribs Sunday if you come down to the
All right. Woo! Here we go, brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo.
That is going to be a clip, an intro clip for our next session.
Yeah.
All right, let's close it out, guys, with some You Heard It Here First. I'm going to get out and type this in so everyone out there can have record of what we're doing. Anyone have one?
Right.
Anyone have a prediction?
For Sunday?
Predictions.
Now, remember, this doesn't have to be score. It can be play. It can be something that you know will happen, like a kick return.
I'll give you my prediction. We will see Cody Kessler this Sunday for some reason or another.
Oh, God.
We will not see Jim Klingenberg in the Muni lot, but we will see Cody Kessler.
Oh, we could.
For some reason on
we
Sunday.
could see him. We could see Jim in the mini lot. But
I have a feeling that for some reason either, I don't know if Hugh will try to flex his you got to trust me muscles, because Kaiser throws 3 picks in the first half, and after halftime, here comes Cody Kessler. And then the stadium will clear out faster than if somebody dropped.
right. Well, that's your prediction. Okay. Well.
But,
I just predict another Browns loss. 33 to 20.
wow, you're giving us 20 points.
No, actually, no. 33 to 13.
Yeah, that's about our average, I think, this season, isn't it? 13
Yeah, I
points.
think that's what I'm going for. So, Mariota, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, that's about it. Maybe.
And go ahead.
Myles Garrett will get 2 sacks.
Wow, going with the 2 sacks again, huh?
He's the only good player on the team.
Oh my God.
The only one.
Unfortunately, you're right. John?
All right, let's see.
Sausage casing is making your head sweat or what?
Jeez, it is. It is. I think it's going to be 17. No, that's not true. I think it's going to be 27-24. Titans.
Wow.
Browns are going to score 24 points?
Yep.
No worries getting that.
How?
Kaiser. Kaiser's back. We might have Kenny Britt. We got Case and Carson Williams jumping all over the place, and Bryce Treggs and Duke Johnson.
Seth DeValve. Don't forget Seth
It's a
DeValve.
breakout game for David Njoku.
Wow.
And I'm going to say Peppers will get
Up to the line of scrimmage before the play's over?
70
Doubtful.
return yards.
Okay.
Okay.
Combined?
Kickoffs and punts.
Wow.
This is just I don't know what to say anymore. Honestly,
It's refreshing coming in and talking about all of this with you guys.
It can be, but it just after this one, it's just like God. Why even bother anymore? Watching, or talking, or debating, or.
Yep, we're not going to see him Sunday.
We might not see him in our Zoom room again.
Say.
All right,
everyone. We are almost at the 30-minute mark, which means we got to get out of here. Thank you to my guests for tonight's It's Better With You Browns Fancast. Thank you to those of you who might happen upon this on the internet. share this with your friends, invite them to the next Fancast, and we'll be back. Maybe. Right, guys?
See you in the Muni lot.
Here comes 11.
Here comes 11.
Next week, you dick.
We're out of here, guys. It's Better With You Fancast. We'll see you for the 11th episode.
Later, bitches.
That's a great way to end it. Very professional.